Hello friends, welcome back. This is Laura at Laughing Dogs Book Nook, and I am putting on this video in the middle of my craziness of trying to move my Nook upstairs during COVID, and I am doing this because you asked for it. I had a lovely viewer, Kay, who asked how to do the folded out pocket in my video from last year. And that was a Craft and Chat, and I believe it was called Craft and Chat Pages and Questions. So I was showing a folded square. This is in case I don't remember. How you like that? So it's a square that ends up in the corner of a page. So just say this is your page in a journal. Your square ends up here, and you can put it on your page either as a tuck spot or as a pocket, gluing it down, you know, that way. And then it's hard to do this when it's not glued down. So then it just folds out, giving you wonderful journaling space. So Kay was like, do you have a tutorial? And I looked back and went, I don't. And I also do a corner. Now this is, friends, this is modified. I can't remember how to do my corner pocket that folds like this, but I will figure it out and I will do a quick video. So this is modified from Terry Woods, who is a wonderful folding artist and has a wonderful playlist here on YouTube. So look up Terry Woods today. So this is modified from hers, but I also have one that I make that folds out just like this from a corner. I just have to get my brain going this way. So let's do it. Let's do the square. And I've got the instructions over here. If you can read my handwriting, I am so sorry. It's really bad right now. You can make these any size you want, which is what I love. I just got out the good old 8.5 by 8.5 that I'm used to doing. First thing you want to do is fold it in half. Okay, the most important thing when you're making these, well, first of all, is to get them straight, which I just did not do right there. The most important thing is to really get those creases sharp. Okay, you might be able to see that here. When I was writing out the instructions when I made this one, I'm like, okay, I think you said that enough. Open, fold the other way in half. Come on, inch up there, baby. Okay. And get that good. And I'm shamelessly showing you my Christmas journal covers over here and some of the paper I'm working with, because I'm just taking a little time out from Christmas paper to try to get the correct desk in my husband's space where he's working from home, because naturally he doesn't want to share with me that he's having terrible back pain because he can't get his chair up to the desk because the desk is too low. He can't get his legs under the desk. He can't get the arms of the chair up to the desk. I'm just like, really? How do you look for a solution if you don't know there's a problem? So we just folded it on the edge this way. So let's turn it and fold it this way. So we're going to put his desk up in the air today when my elves get here and make it taller so that the desk chair, the correct desk chair, he's been using an armless chair. And that's why he's having back problems. I love my husband. I do. Okay, now those are all the folds. We folded it in half. Okay, then we turned it and folded it in half again. Then we decided we wanted to fold it on the point. So we got us a fold in there, and then we wanted to fold it on the other point, and so we got a thing there. So now you have all the folds that you need to make this. This is where it gets fun for Laura, because I'm like, okay, how did I make this a square? So what I do is I visualize this is the upper left side square. This is the lower left side square. Okay, this is how I have to talk to myself, so y'all bear with me, okay? So you lay this square down on your tabletop, okay, because that is your base, and you know everything has to fold into it. So get your creases going, and then you just see how these have to be folded differently. You just start folding things into your square. And these have to be redone. They have to go the other way. You have to push them to go in. So these two go in like that. And that goes up to make the top. And then you have a square. Now let's just slowly go through because the folding it up is the hardest part. Come on, that's just a given. So let me put my finger on the part that would be glued down, and we're going to slowly unfold it. So here we have it. Your left side, you want to stay, your left side of the page, you want this to stay square. So you hold down your top square and you just start manipulating the rest of it so that it'll fold in. Just always think to yourself, I want the right side to fold into the left. So make sure that your creases are going that way. You're going to have to redo your, you're going to have to punch your creases in. So make sure they're in, and then you want the bottom to fold up. So you make this crease to punch in. Your right creases, your right angle creases are going to go in. You want them to go in. They're a valley. They're a valley. So you push. You bring your right side over and in. You bring your bottom up and in. And you have the box. And that will make a lovely pocket. The way, if you want it to be a pocket, you just glue it down so that it's there. If you want it to be a tuck, you just glue it here. And you can also, make sure I'm not lying here, you can also turn it to make it left or right. Yeah. You can make it a left side by just turning it, and it opens, which will be much easier for you to understand once you've got your little booger folded up and you're trying to decide, do I want it on this side, do I want it on this side, and you can turn it depending on what side of the page you want to put it on. Okay? So, Kay, I hope this was somewhat coherent enough that you could follow. I hope that maybe you can pause and look at these and possibly jot them down so that you can follow them as well. But just if you will remember when you're doing this that you want to put your upper left square on the tabletop and put your hand on it, and then you want everybody to come in and come up to meet that. So then you have to have your folds in such a way that they'll do that. They'll come in and they'll come up. And it's fighting me. So, it wants to do its own thing, but it is a square. So hopefully this has been coherent enough that y'all can understand. See if this one's easier to follow. There's the square, and you want the right side to come in and then come up, because this is down, that goes in, and then this comes up. Okay, so that is our square. that Kay asked for. And then I thought that I would just show you really quickly this corner tuck that I borrowed from Terry Wood. Again, I use 8.5. I just use squares. She used a whole piece of writing paper, and I think 8.5 by 11, but I was noticing that she was having trouble. She was having a little bit too much thickness build up when she was folding, and I know that you can get around that, but I just like to do a little square. You've got enough writing space here, so let's try this. Let me do it not using one that I tried to fold. This one just needs to be folded in half, and then you want to fold this section. Let me see how I did that. Fold this section all the way down to where it meets up with the bottom, parallel, just like this. Okay. Okay. And then you want to do the same thing over here. Now, when you have an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, when you go to fold this, the rest of the paper's down here, and it goes on down here, and then you have to deal with that with several folds. But with this, unless I'm lying, I hope I'm not, this should fold pretty nicely right along there and be parallel as well. And I just really like that. I really like how that does. So then you raise this up and you just fold this puppy right over there. Okay, are you going to be bad because you're on camera? Because the other one worked just really well. But you're going to be a jerk because you're on camera. Okay. Okay. And this is what you end up with. Okay? But the neat thing is, you lift this and you've got a pocket. I mean, that is a pocket. There's nothing that's going to come out of there. That's a pocket that you can stow things in. So that's a pocket. And then if you lift both of them up, you can then unfurl and unfold, and you've got all this writing paper. See, because it's going to be held down on this base piece right here. So all this will fold up and out, and you can write on both sides of it. And it folds back in, and then if you fold just the first one over, you've got a pocket, and then if you fold the next one over, it is your corner tuck. And I just thought that was super cute. Super, super cute, and I wanted to pass it along. So these are two fold outs that you can put on your pages. You can make them any size you want. I've done them down to a 4.5 by 4.5 square that I then folded up. And I actually tucked that into another pocket. It was square, and I tucked it into a corner pocket because, you know, I'm just weird that way, y'all. I made it look like a Christmas present, tucked it in the pocket, but you can unfold it and have all this great journaling space that's secret space. I hope y'all are having a sparkling day, and I want you to stay safe and be well, and I look forward to seeing you again. Wish me luck on my madness. I will be putting out videos very soon about transforming my new Nook and how you can have heavy furniture moved in a pandemic. Yes, what fun. Take care. See y'all around. Bye-bye.